Hi, my name is Shamane Tan, and I'm the Chief Growth Officer at Infosec, which is one of the top-tier cybersecurity consulting firms in APAC. I also lead the security outreach strategy, which is aimed at helping our C executives manage their cyber risk better as part of value preservation and business growth objectives. I'm also the author of Cyber Risk Leaders and the newest book that's coming to town, which is called The Cyber May Day and the Day After. So today, in a very short couple of minutes, I'm going to try and share a couple of key things as quickly as I can, which is called the Cyber Risk Success Criteria for your board. So cybersecurity strategy needs to be led by the board, executed by the C-suite, and owned at the front lines of the organization. There's hundreds of pages out there in terms of documents, for board directors. And from my research findings and countless of conversations that I've had with different board directors, I find that we don't really necessarily need all these hundreds of pages. You can just go narrow it down to the top 6 success criteria that I've put them here together for you, which will aid your board in their cyber literacy thinking. The first criteria I would like to share with you is about business ownership. So if you think about it, right, is there enough time even during board discussions to discuss about cyber risk? And the chairman needs to ensure that there is sufficient time allocated in the board agenda. You need to be discussing that. You need to know who owns cyber risk, because it is a business enabler. How are you aligning your cyber risk management with the business needs? Has it been baked into major business decisions, especially in the process, in a timely fashion? Take merger and acquisition, for example, or partnerships or new product launches. We need to approach cyber risk from an enterprise-wide perspective. Thus, the board also have oversight of their capability across detection and response. If an event does occur, do we have a plan? Do they know what is the plan? How quickly can they recover from it? Second criteria is appropriate investment, right? Is the board investing appropriately at the moment? Is their current investment and security budget into their defense enough? So the board needs to continuously invest appropriately in security budget while being mindful that there's no silver bullet solution. And that's very important to educate them, right? A lot of things can and will be resolved with more investment, more controls, more automation, more processes. But that also still leaves us with the weak and naive and compassionate humans, which is us. So the expectations need to be managed. At the same time, we need to constantly level up in terms of awareness and building that awareness culture as well across the whole organization. Third criteria, are we rightly equipped in protecting our most valuable assets? Not forgetting your supply chains and also holding your suppliers to a good standard. So how does your organizational design and structure fare at the moment in supporting your cybersecurity strategy? How are you incorporating cybersecurity expertise into the board governance itself, right? So protection, we need to know if we have the right tools, process, and people, including at the board level. Are they all in place right now to protect your boundaries? Do we have access to the right subject matter experts as well to be able to make well-informed decisions? Fourth criteria, this is really a simple question, right? If there's no adequate cyber insurance, do we know what is the exposure to the board? And if there is a cyber insurance, does the board know what is covered? And perhaps, there might be other risk transfer options that, we need to be looking at. Fifth criteria, maintaining foresight. So that's important. How is the organization keeping up with current affairs, and who will be giving top-level sponsorship for upcoming cybersecurity related legislation and regulations? Have we tied in future economic drivers and digital transformation in with its impact on cyber risk? And if we have done that, looking into the future, how do we track, respond, and budget for new threats? Do we understand the legal ramifications for the company? And are we championing a secure culture? And this brings me to the final criteria, which is industry resilience. Collaboration is really needful for that. We can't do it alone. Are we participating with other information sharing organizations within the ecosystem? Are we doing peer reviews? Do we know how we compare at the moment with companies in our industry and of similar size? You have succeeded as a CISO or a cyber risk leader, if your board is able to tell you this, that we understand the risk in the context of our unique business and its objectives, we have confidence that risk is being managed effectively and that there is a process that's in place to continually test those assumptions. We have confidence that our security investment is appropriate to both known and anticipated risk. We have a high degree of confidence that we are crisis ready. Now, those can be really bold statements, but it's a good vision to aim for in helping our board to be ready for crisis and to be cyber resilient. So that's all I have for you today. I really hope you found this session useful. My name is Shamane Tan. Please feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm more than happy to continue the conversation as well. And for those who are interested to grab a copy of Cyber Risk Leaders, you can check it out at the QR code here. Thank you so much for having me and enjoy the rest of the sessions ahead. Take care.